Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today we are going to be trying out a brew that's been doing well for a member of the Magic community. So I got this list off Twitter from Kelper, Sky Blue Keppel on Arena. I believe it's Go Kelper, if I'm not mistaken, on Twitch. I've seen in a bunch of different chats. But this is a Esper Yorion Blink deck, like an Ephemerate deck. They went 32 and 6 in best of one for like a top 96 mythic rank. We're going to try it out in best of one, see how it plays out. There's a lot of cool cards in here. Seems like a fun deck to get going. So first off the bat, you get to trick your opponent. They're going to think you're a Yorion control deck. Instead, you just throw out a bunch of creatures. The only change I made to the list, they were playing 3 pest controls, which they said was very good against a lot of the aggressive decks in the best of one format. I only have 2, and I want to save my mythics for Modern Horizon, so playing an Ilias Akor, I think it's a reasonable card. We could play more removal instead if needed, but you got Fragment Reality, Path to Exile, Fatal Push, all this cheap removal, some Unearths, and Ephemerate to blink our stuff. Charming Prince blinks stuff. Juggernaut Peddler eats away at our opponent's hand. Whenever a creature comes in from the blink, we get to draw a card from Satura, which is kind of sweet. Skyclave Apparition is removal, along with Deputy of Detention. Aether Channeler can be used to like bounce something or draw a card, gives us a whole bunch of utility. Glasspool Mimic to copy things. Diviner of Fate, draw, discard, you get the loot ability, and whenever you connive, so you get that kind of effect. You have Inquisitor Captain here to pull any of the creatures. They kind of get seeked, so it's like collected company attached to creature. Micromancer lets us draw the Ephemerate, so you get that value. Saiba Syphoner, same idea, rebuy some of our cards there. Lorien Revealed and Troll, just as ways to kind of keep the line count a little bit lower, but also giving us an ability to find some of our lands, and then some Mulldrifters in here. So this looks like a cube deck that's been converted, so I am all about that. This looks really fun to play, and I'm really curious. It's got a lot of like good answers, but we will see how it plays out. So let's go to Historic Ranked Best of One. Let's take it to the Mythic Ladder. See how our games go. See if we can do some blinkies. I'll see with the Ilias Core. It's probably just, in all honesty, better just to make it like another Fragment Reality, or even like Path to Exile. We can see with that. Just switch it up. Okay, so probably okay here. See what they cast here. Just lead on Fatal Push. So we have access to Ziggurat, which also helps fix our mana. I think Giada is scarier, so we'll just kill this. Skyclave's also nice here. So I think just to like save our life, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna set up the scry here. That was a very topical scry because we don't want those cards right now. Skyclave will come down next turn, so we do need to play this Godless Shrine. It'll eat away at their 3-drop. And then I can go get Ephemerate. Depending on what they play as their 3-drop, we might opt to eat the 1-drop first, because if I Ephemerate here, you need to eat Speaker of Heavens. Because we are always going to get the creature in, they get to the 27 life. If there was a way that we could guarantee they didn't get to that life, but I don't want to deal with the 4/4 flyers right now. So that is a bit scary with the Ajani Pridemate. Hello. So I can pest control this turn. Or I think we Get Micromancer. Get Ephemerate here. It's just better like mana efficiency wise. Because then I could Ephemerate Charming Prince and then blink Micromancer and then get another Ephemerate. We'll take a hit this turn. They're also inclined with a Johnny to minus here most likely. And then I get to 3-for-1 them. So we'll take a shot for 5 here. Jeez. So that's 3 life they gained. I might need to block here. Charming Prince is nice here. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have blinked this first. I gotta shock myself here. Use this to get Fatal Push. So I set the end step trigger because we had Revolt get active. And now we're going to get the Fatal Push. And we'll kill this. So a little bit of a misplay. If I would have blinked this, then I could have exiled. But it would have been after the turn, so it would have been a little worse. Seal from existence. Fine. We get both attacking into there. Gain some life like this. I could get like Charming Prince loops, which is fine. It's not great. I guess I could just do Yorion and then blink with Ephemerate and get Fatal Push or whatever I need in that case there. So I think we do this. Play this out. There you go. Because with Yorion, I can start getting the loop going. So... the thing is, I can't get Fatal Push just the way my mana is configured right now. Like, I can't push it this turn. It's probably still fine. You know what? I messed that up. I forgot the Ajani. I think this turn we just cast Yorion. Say go. I messed that up with Ajani. Bishop of Wings. So Saiba's nice. Get Fatal Push. think we do this. I think both of these are reasonable. We Saiba here. We get Fatal Push. I think Bishop of Wings is scarier. Last turn. Comes back. Blink both of these. Then we get it back, so I can do offense, defense. I can get the Fatal Push back. So now I can just kind of loop this Fatal Push and then just keep killing their stuff like that. So here, we'll just do Charming Prince. Gain some life. Kill that. I think we get rid of this. Deputy's another nice one. They get the block anyways, but I'm just going to start setting up the loop again. So they're at a lot of life, but we basically kill everything every turn, which is really, really sweet. And then I can protect my stuff against Ephemerate, even though just a little bit of a misplay. Exile Yorion. Get back Fatal Push. Get rid of Deputy. Just in case, they seem like the type that has Settle the Wreckage. Okay. This big old dumb angel. You can have a Juggernaut Peddler. How's that sound? Here we'll draw a card, I think. And then this also, like, incidentally protects us from random board wipes they might have. Righteous Valkyrie. Exile there. So many triggers. Everybody's juggernauting. Discard that. Get some value here. So you'll name human. I'm gonna draw a card here. Probably just play this tapped. For them here. Then Yorion comes back. Blink, blink, blink. Opponent is allowed to concede at any point. So set an end step stop. So everything comes into play here. Exile this. We'll return Ephemerate to hand. Just create a bird. Let's end this game as quick as possible. Fatal Push. This deck's very good at enabling Revolt. So many lands. We'll keep Patrol. And say go. Comes back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Friend is hoping for farewell. They'll be dead here. You got a Soul Warden. I'm just gonna kill this now. Just because they'll gain like a bunch of life. Exile Yorion. Fatal Push. Bird. Kill the Juggernaut. Look at that. Look at that value. That. So many triggers. All the game actions. Esper shitters. So, not like the mono white decks tend to be a little soft to removal, and then especially we're able to just loop it multiple times, but you can see basically every turn cycle we were going to kill everything, draw a bunch of cards. With that, it wasn't even like the tightest of gameplays. We made a little bit of a punt, we were a little loose, but just sheer power. We were just doing more game actions generally will lead you to a better result. We're against Gothic. Opponent goes first. We can try the double Fatal Push hand with Saiba. Try it out. I think it's right to probably just kill this now. It limits them from having like Revolt. This is hammer time. But yeah. So we're gonna play a little game here. They're gonna go to attach hammer. It would take 12 that way. You have it? Okay. Failed out there. We took a little bit of a gamble with that line. So now I can Saiba back Fatal Push here. I think we Captain. So a couple options. I can get rid of Sigarda's Aid, or I could blink this. I think I want the blink, because it just gets me the Fatal Push. And then that sets me up my Yorion loops. I can also use this to gain life if needed. Diviner's nice as well. And use it to gain the thing. I can just Yorion to hand. Problem is I have to shock to do that, so I don't love that line right now. Let's Diviner Fates here. I don't think I want Mulldrifter. So let's get another creature. Captain's nice for next turn. We took a lot of like incidental damage from these little dudes. That's fine, that's slower. I want to keep the Fatal Push for anything that can do haste. So I'm just going to return the champion to their hand. And then I had Fatal Push up as well. So that's just tempo. We saw the Saiba being able to loot, provided some utility. Basically using the same Fatal Push over and over again. That's another matchup where Pest Control would be really sweet. Pest Control basically wipes most of their board out, including getting like Hammer and everything like that out of the way. Right, we're winning games. Winning games. All right. Facing a numbered player. No companion. Think we mulligan this. That looks fine. I can put Yorion revealed away. Just start peddling them. Giver of Ruins. Probably mono white humans. Show me your secrets. So they are a hammer deck. Let's search for the hammer. I will always need to be aware of. And get rid of Kellen. Oh, they only have a white mana here, so I think we're getting rid of the other giver here. That gets around equipped costs. I think we do this. They have Thud. I'm just gonna kind of like screw up their draw here. I can upkeep but I think we're fine. I do want to Fatal Push the Giver of Runes. Glasspool's not bad. I think I am gonna Ephemerate on their upkeep. I basically just want to mess up every one of their draws. And then us just like tempo them out. Okay, so they drew a land for a turn. Probably just get rid of the Thud. They already have 2 Sword of Fire and Ice, so it doesn't matter. I think we're gonna set up the Scry here. Aether Channeler is exactly what we want. You go away. And I'm gonna hold this because worst case it just becomes a copy of Aether Channeler. And we got him Xaxes. So, just so many peddlers, so many jugs. Beat him up pretty bad. Do one more. That's pretty fun. I like the lines. Could use a little bit maybe more, but I guess once we get the loop going, we get the card advantage engine. We are a little light there, but we were playing more to like mess up opponent's hand. They kept a risky one-lander. Opponent goes first. So we have Saturo, which we can't cast right now, but I think all things else considered, this hand's fine. Crash through. All right. Let's mess up your curve. All right. So they were, I'm guessing, a Storm deck. Bergy kind of Storm. Take extra turns. So we would have taken Bergy. Bergy was the scariest card. Bergy allows him to do the most like busted stuff. And that one didn't count. We'll take the win, but I want to see how Saturo plays out. Haven't had a chance to try that one. So opponent goes first, Jengantha. I think we're fine here. So Path to Exile is a little awkward. Pest Control is nice. This is Wizards. So I have Troll here. We'll go get another land. Slick Shot Show Off. I think here we just get the sewers. Diviner's not bad. I can discard something. Get it back. Unearth is 3 CMC. Oh, we're just gonna bin it and then I'm gonna unearth it. That works. So let them make their decision. So I didn't want to do this in case they had Spell Pierce. So here, go Juggernaut, try to take one of the creatures from their hand. So they have double Snap, they have Soul Scar. It's probably Flame of Anor. They could Snap Bolt. But I want to entice them to play their 1-drops. Skyclave's nice. They could Snap play with fire. They don't have the red mana. So this version here with the Prismatic Vista, the mana base is worse. That's perfectly fine with me. So I have a couple options. I think we fortunately have to shock. And I can get Fatal Push or I could get Ephemerate. Ephemerate lets me get Fatal Push off the second instance. But if they snap target Wizard's Lightning, they get it, so we're probably just getting Fatal Push here. It's safer that way. So here, a couple different lines we can take. I don't particularly want to give him the 4/4. I could Deputy, because then Snap comes down, does that. I guess we get rid of the token though, so it's not like the end of the world. Let me see what I'm going to hit off this first. Don't think we're in the business of trolling. Last turn, because I have Pest Control, I can deal with the token that it makes. So start with Diviner. Get them to respond here. That's fine. What other sorceries? So we'll submit this. I think Lorien Revealed's fine. We don't really need it. Last turn here. Spell Pierce. No Spell Pierce. So we'll take 3 damage here, but I go Pest Control. I think we just do this. And like I can Yorion to hand, or I could Saturo have this available. They're out of like additional burn that way there. Because then I Yorion blink. Get that effect. Saturo doesn't really do anything right now. Let's just go Yorion. Yorion also gives me something to have flying. One, two, three, four, five, six. So if they just play a creature out. It could be like Flame of Anor. Which is actually really good because it doesn't hit my Yorion here. And now I can unearth, get some value. I do want to get rid of the Snapcaster though. The Snapcaster represents Flame of Anor. Oh, you know what? I should have played Saturo. I would have drawn a card. So, we should have this one. They need like Flame of Anor and something else. Sage. Doesn't do it. Get rid of that, and then Yorion in. GG's. 5-0. 5-0. Crushed the ladder. We got 5-0 and we went up 1%. The mythic ladder. What a time to be alive. Alright folks, let me know what you think in the comments. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.